Can fake skin really mimic the feel of a real person? That's what we're going to find out. Tattooing fake skin, it's nothing new. We've been doing it for years, and not just in tattoo industry either. Cosmetic industry, makeup, prosthetics. There's loads of industries that have been using fake skin for good reason. It's safe, and you can learn all the techniques and methods without hurting anybody along the way. Fake skin, because there's so many brands out there and different quality levels when it comes to choosing the right one, it causes a load of problems. One, the good stuff can work out quite expensive. We can maximize how much use we get out of them to try and lower them costs. Then there's obviously the cheap, shitty ones, usually off Amazon, that causes problems within themselves. Nothing like tattooing a real person. Therefore, is there any point in actually using it and learning on something and then having to relearn it all again on a person because it's totally different? Tattooing fake skin, although it's got loads of benefits, at the same time causes a load of problems. And after teaching thousands, and I mean thousands of people from around the world how to tattoo using fake skins, I've tested, and my students have tested, almost every single brand out there known to fucking human. Problems like how lifelike are they? How real are they? How thick are the mats? Are they really, really thin? Or are they quite realistic and give that little bit of bounce? How well do the stencils stay on the mats? So we're following Tattoo Designs. A lot of these cheap mats, you put the stencil on, as soon as you wipe it, stencils disappeared. How to combat that? So we've had loads of people say, oh, I put mine in oven for half an hour, just cook it and it hardens the stencil. Some get air dryer out for half an hour and blow it until it's dry. There's problem after problem if you get in the wrong mats. So like I said, we've tested them all, which ones give the best results, and also make it affordable for us to actually learn. That's equally as important. So like I said, we've tried all the different ones. We've tried Real Skin, Pound of Flesh, tons of different named brands on Amazon that are loads cheaper. So let me just grab the skins ones. These are by far the best. Like I said, we've partnered up with these because we're that impressed with the product. They've got a little logo. I'll quickly talk about why I think these are the best. They're really soft for one. If you're used to the ones off Amazon, they're almost like fucking cardboard. These are really soft. They're still quite thick, but the biggest difference is you've got a shiny side and then you've got a textured side. It's almost got like a furry feeling to it, I'd like to say, but it's not furry, but you can feel the texture. And it's so realistic compared to any of the other mats that I've tried. Another great thing, again, just one of the problems that we have with the other brands, you can put the stencils on this 15-20 minutes and they're bone dry. The excess will still wipe away naturally as you're doing your tattoo, but the stencil will hold. So you'll be able to do the complicated design without worrying, shit, my stencil's just gonna disappear, and having to constantly move around thinking I daren't touch the mat, ruining the experience of actually learning how to tattoo. So that's just another perk. The other thing is the cleaning. So all the other ones, the other brands, you can scrub them as hard as you want to get rid of the ink. Or we soak them in bleach overnight. It's unrealistic. You would never scrub a human being in that manner. But with these, you just have to gently wipe, same as you would on a person. If you start scrubbing them, you're going to damage the surface like you would on a real person, cause irritation, extra trauma that's unnecessary to customer. So these combat that issue and make it as lifelike as possible. The other thing, the realism behind how the ink actually goes into the mat is the closest thing that I've found to tattooing a person. Some of these mats, you've got to really force the ink in. This, you don't. So the other mats are creating bad habits. If you've spent months, a year, practicing on these mats, all the techniques, which is what I advise, then you start tattooing a person. If you've been using the cheap mats, where you've got to really force that needle in and force that ink in, and then you have the exact same approach on a person, there's loads of things that could go wrong. One, you could go too deep and cause a bleed out, therefore the ink just spreads out under skin, blowout as it's often called. Then potentially if you've gone too deep, the tattoo looks all right on the day, it's not blown out, there's no like bruising under the skin, but because of how deep you've gone and how forceful you've been. Later on, they come back and it's all scarred, it's all damaged, it's not healed right. That's the last thing that we want. So using skins mats, it doesn't completely eliminate those problems. That's down to you and learning correctly, but it helps. The stencils go on perfect. It is the most realistic mat that I've used. And listen, I've taught thousands of people worldwide. They're all moving to these mats and the reviews are the same. Once they get used to it, they all say by far it's the best product that they've used. Listen, this is not an advert for Skins. I do get a little kickback and I have partnered up with them, but this is an honest review. I would actually partnered up with a different company, and once I used this, I got rid of that other company, reached out to them and said, look, I absolutely love your product. Can I partner up with you? So it is a genuine review. These are the mats that I use. I've got an absolute fucking shelf full of them. I do all my lessons on them. And whenever I'm wanting to practice techniques or basically have a bit of a play about, rather than tattooing a person, I want to experiment. These are the mats that I use. And let's be honest, I wouldn't be able to fucking teach on them if these things didn't work. Let me know in the comments which mats that you've used, what your experience has been. Have you got mats that you really loved? More than likely, the ones that you found shit. How did you get on with them? Let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in getting the mats that I recommend, again, links in comments. I do get a little kickback. This is not an advert directly for them. I haven't been asked to do it. It's just my honest opinion. So links in comments. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.